inside the confines of Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas, in Huntsville High School. We are now live here for the countdown to tip-off presented by Bill Vic Ford. Hello, everyone. Collin, Neill, alongside my broadcast partner, Chloe Sanders. Chloe, this game beginning of the second half. They'll be facing... JV are still going. JV still going on inside the confines of Paul Bowen Gym, but that won't stop us from bringing the Bill Vic Ford countdown to tip-off. Hello, everyone. Collin, Neill, alongside my broadcast partner, Chloe Sanders. Sorry about the audio issues there, but we got them fixed, and we are ready to go. Chloe, this marks the beginning of the second half of district play. Huntsville played their first 5 games against their 5 district opponents. They're 5-0. They looked to go 5-0 in the second half of this district season.
Yes, we are looking forward to seeing another, well, last year we were not undefeated, but we're looking forward to seeing undefeated district play this season in our 6th district champs in a row.
JV just beat Lufkin JV 27-21, so good on the girls on JV. You were on JV at one point, I believe, right? Or did you go straight to varsity?
I did not play any games with JV last year.
Oh, so you just went straight on through.
Yep.
Hey, that just speaks to how good you are, I guess.
I didn't see much playing time until district.
That's good. I got you. But let's now dive into the matchup here tonight. So for Huntsville Lady Hornets, last time out, they defeated the Porter Lady Spartans 42-30. But head coach LaToya Bennett said, quote unquote, it was an ugly win. And if bystanders that was an ugly win, then they have had 2 of those this season. This one against Porter, and then the last one at Nacogdoches against the Lady Dragons. Chloe, ugly wins are not what this team is about.
No, Coach Bennett does not like ugly wins. But a win is a win. We look back at film, fix their mistakes. Lady Hornets fix their mistakes. They come out and look to blow out the Lufkin Panthers once again.
And one thing I touched on with head coach LaToya Bennett, and that'll come up in our coaches combo presented by Bill Vic Ford. One thing that this team is able to do is to stop the key players. Last time out against Porter, they were able to stop Janae Nickerson, number 24. They're going to be looking at Mariah Mays, number 23, the freshman guard. She talked about her a little bit in the upcoming coaches combo. But Chloe, just a little bit on how this team is so good at stopping key players for when it comes to other teams.
Well, the Lady Hornets, they're just quick. Like, they all have quick, good foot movement. So, you know, there's not really a weak spot in the Lady Hornets defense. So it's not hard to stop their key players. And
in his first matchup against the Lufkin Lady Pack, they show no weaknesses whatsoever. They defeated them 57-19. Everything was on point in that game, albeit it was a little slow in the second quarter. I mean, that score, they could have broke 100, arguably enough, if you want me to be completely honest. Lufkin just had no answer whatsoever for that Huntsville Lady Hornets squad on that district opener on Friday, January 5th, 2024. Lufkin have only been able to win 1 game up to this point, if I remember correctly. Some results on Max Preps and any other websites are pretty unreliable, but as far as I know, they have won the game. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I really think that's the case. But anyway, that'll do it for our talk. Any final thoughts before we go to our coaches' convo?
No, I hope to see the Lady Hornets have a blowout win and have a good game overall.
All right, let's now go ahead and dive into our coaches' convo presented by Bill Ford. All right, Collin, Neill, outside in this beautiful weather with head coach Toy Bennett. I mean, it's pretty.
It's dreary.
It's dreary. Well, Coach, you headed to this match, the second half of district officially underway. Obviously, you said it yourself last week, an ugly win. But what are you looking forward to in the second half to, not have that kind of ugly win again?
Well, I think everything right now is based on numbers. What we do on the offensive end, how many points we put on the scoreboard versus our opponents. I think how many rebounds we're able to seal on the offensive and defensive end, and also how many steals and assists we're able to get. So right now we're working on we're just working with the girls on intangible things, like creating more opportunities on offense, creating those opportunities on defense where we get the traps, we're able to get the steals, and that assist by, pushing things in transition. So getting everybody involved, because that's going to be really important when we get into the playoffs.
One thing that I've noticed throughout the year is that your team, 9 times out of 10, is able to shut down the key player for the other team. Last week it was Janae Nickerson with Porter. Who are you looking forward to them shutting down this game?
Well, Lufkin has a good number 23. To me, she has a forward body. She did some good things over in Lufkin. She didn't start the last game that we played against them, but I expect to see her out on the floor a little bit more tonight. And I expect for Lamb to mix it up a little bit with her out there. But we're going to send a few of our dogs after her. We're going to send Onaya out there against her, Jazz and Hill. We're going to send Oliviana and give her a little size differential. So, everything that goes into Lady Hornet basketball is being able to mix it up defensively. So we're going to do it. We're going to mix it up. We're going to see what they do to adjust. And if they don't, we're just going to run away with it if we can.
What was the thought last week starting Oliviana?
Well, Oliviana's been doing some great things for us. I'm really proud of her. Like I said before, she's always been a kid who stayed late and worked hard, but now she's staying late and she's working hard on those intangible things that are going to make her better, not just this year, but in years to come, creating those opportunities for herself down low. And she also has an outside presence as well as her defense. So I'm excited about what she's doing right now to get better.
Coach, on Max Preps, y'all were labeled the number 2 team in the Houston area. Just what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, that's excellent. I didn't even know that.
That was from our good old friend Carla Zimmermann.
Wow, if I tell the girls that, they'll really get a big head. But they've been working hard. One thing that we've done over the years, my staff and I, is we've tried to put the girls in front of the best competition that we can in the state. And I know sometimes that creates, more traveling for us and for our fans. But, the more opportunities that we see tough talent, the better chance that we can win district and go far in the playoffs. So I'm so excited about what they're doing this year, because we are young, even though we're heavy, on the top side. But these young girls are doing a great job. And if we are seeded number 2, we've earned it.
Yeah, and that's in 5A. Y'all are just behind Manville. Y'all are
Wow.
Y'all are 17th overall, and again, that's in the greater Houston area.
Wow, okay.
So, but Coach, before I let you go, what are your keys to tonight, and just to get off to a good start in the second half?
Like I said, I want to see more things out in transition. I want to see, our defense, just rock solid, getting more traps, opportunities for everybody to score on the offensive end. And one thing that I haven't said in a while is I want us to play, team basketball, Lady Hornet basketball, where we're enjoying.
This has been our Coaches Convo presented by Bill Ford. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the cap rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson.
All right, Collin, Neill, outside in this beautiful weather with head coach Toy Bennett. I mean, it's pretty.
It's dreary.
It's dreary. Well, Coach, you headed to this match, the second half of district officially underway. Obviously, back here on the Bill Ford countdown to tip off. Let's now go ahead and get our starting lineups and keys to the game out of the way, brought to you by Bill Ford. First off, our starting lineups for tonight's matchup for the Huntsville Lady Hornets. Don't have Lufkin Lady Pack, but we'll get them as soon as they go on the floor. changed last time out, staying with it. It's going to be Marquia Sweat, Oliviana Wynn, Mahea Twine, Aquarius Howard, and Chelsea Butler. That change being Oliviana Wynn. And we're just going to go ahead and segue that into our keys to the game. And Chloe, it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. They're trying to play big.
Yes, they are trying to play big. The Lady Hornets do have some height advantage over the Lufkin Lady Pack, and so I think going big is a good decision. I think it'll lead to a quick start, and then they can get some guards out there.
And I think one point to watch out tonight is Chelsea Butler. She's had a rough last couple of games. They've been getting the ball inside of her, but she hasn't been able to find a way to get the ball to the bottom of the basket. I think tonight, if they want to have a night like they did at district opener on January 5th like that against Lufkin, I think tonight they have to keep on going down inside to Chelsea Butler, because that's what she did last time these two teams faced. They just attacked the paint, and they did not let up.
Well, Collin, the Lufkin Lady Pack is obviously, they're going to try to have a solution to stop Chelsea Butler, but knowing Chelsea Butler, she's going to stay positive. She's going to bounce back from those few tougher games that she's had this season.
All right, and that will do it for our Bill 54 countdown to tip-off. And one real quick, folks, I want to make a quick note before we go to break. And yes, you heard me correct when I talked to head coach Latoya Bennett. The Huntsville Lady Hornets are currently number 2 in the greater Houston area when it comes to the 5A division of Texas High School girls high school basketball. 17th overall when you bring all the divisions together. Chloe, and thanks to our good man Carlos Zimmermann for that fact a few days ago. That's insane, like unbelievable.
Well, the Lady Hornets, they've been putting hard work in all season long, so they deserve this. They deserve this for sure.
And do you think, I mean, what do they have to do to make sure that doesn't get in their head? Because you see that kind of stat, that fact, it could get in your head and it can make you put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Lady Hornets just have to keep playing their game and not worrying about anybody else but them.
All right, and now that'll do it for the Bill 54 countdown to tip-off. Coming up next, tip-off here at Paul Bowen Gym. It's Huntsville Lady Hornets going up against the Lufkin Lady Pack as the second half of district begins tonight. Be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf roping.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, ksam1017.com. Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Join me, Jordan Smith, every Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. for the Saturday Afternoon Drive on 101.7 KSAM. Here's some of the latest wacky stories, some people you might share your birthday with, and everyone's favorite segment. It's your 5 random facts of the week. Be sure to tune into my show, the Saturday Afternoon Drive, every Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. right here on 101.7 KSAM.
Hey folks, Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. If you've been looking for a great deal, don't look any further than Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville. Come get a crew cab $1,500 truck and take up to $10,000 off the MSRP. We have Chevy Trax as low as $20,995. Do you want to go all electric? We have the all-new Bolt EV, Bolt EUV, and the Chevy Blazer. Do you need a heavy-duty truck? We've got 3/4 tons and 1 tons in stock ready for you to take home now. Some restrictions may apply, so hurry to Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville and take advantage of these great deals and great inventory, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station. This broadcast is copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transitions or counts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
We welcome you to this Tuesday night edition of the Hornet Nation broadcasting with this Huntsville Lady Hornets basketball going up against the Lufkin Lady Pack, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. I'm calling Neill alongside Chloe Sanders that it is pretty loud in here. It's also pretty loud outside due to the thunder that we've been hearing. But hey, if you're at home, be sure you stay safe. If you can't make it to the game, if you know others that can't make it to the game tonight, tell your friends that you can tune in on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on the home, on the KSAM 1017 YouTube channel. I'm calling Neill once again alongside Chloe Sanders. Chloe, just your final thoughts before we get into this match that, again, like I said, marks the beginning of the second half of district play.
I would love to see the Lady Hornets started off with a bang, a big blowout against the Lufkin Lady Pack. It's really my only thoughts.
Tonight's video broadcast is being presented in 2K Quad HD with a full 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. See if we can get the starters real quick for Lufkin. Again, your starters for Huntsville are Markia Sweat, Oliviano Wynn, Mahea Twine, Aquarius Howard, and Chelsea Butler. Again, it's Sweat, Wynn, Twine, Howard, and Butler. That is for the Huntsville Lady Hornets. We'll see in a little bit what Lufkin's starters are. Can already make a good guess on who they might be. Especially one of them, 23, Mariah Mays. I see Akira Smallwood out there, Trinity Maxey, Aaliyah Maxey, Mariah Mays, and Ananda Taylor. Those are your starters for the Lufkin Lady Pack. Chelsea Butler at center court with Akira Smallwood. Right on top of the H live here in Paul Bowen Gym on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. The officials making sure that everything is set and good to go. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway as Smallwood tips it towards Huntsville's side. Interesting tactic there, but we are underway. And that's Twine on the far side. Wynn getting her second start of district play. Twine on the inside pass from Butler and puts it in. And Lady Hornets get the first points of the night. Full court press for the Lady Hornets, as always. That's Trinity Maxey. The ball is kicked a little bit, but no call. Sweat recovers it. There's Howard. Sweat will try the jumper, too short. Rebound goes to Lufkin. That's Mariah Mays, the freshman. Runner floater way too high off the glass. Ball's in the air, recovered by Smallwood. Throws a wild shot. It won't go. Ball is out of bounds as Ananda Taylor tried to save it. You know, Chloe, that was one thing that Lufkin did a lot in the first game between these two teams this district season. They just threw up too many wild shots.
A lot of teams end up doing that against the Lady Hornets.
Twine misses everything on the three-pointer. Sweat's trying to recover it. Wynn there. Wynn trying to wrestle away. Does. Whistle. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Huntsville.
You know, Collin, we can see as the last game, the Porter played a zone, and now Lufkin's playing a zone. So we'll see what Coach Bennett has done.
Actually, they're going to say possession arrow favors Lufkin, even though the possession arrow over there said Huntsville. I guess they were just making sure.
They didn't change it at the beginning, Collin.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's our rules analyst, Carlos Zimmermann, coming in. Mariah Mays bounce passes it inside to Taylor, but Taylor wasn't ready for it. It goes back to Huntsville anyway, no harm done. Albie Howard on the inbound to Twine. Wynn travels. Got to establish position. Can't just walk off. You got to make sure that you establish that pivot foot before you do anything else. It's going to be a timeout called by head coach Sadeo Lamb. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Going to keep it right here. Chloe, what are you seeing so far?
The game's moving really slow so far. Lady Hornets just need to settle in. It won't take them long. Once they settle in, it'll be smooth sailing from there.
I see Jaslyn Hill come out of the huddle, so she must have checked in. Let's see, I believe she checked in for Markia Sweat. The Sweat's on the bench and still playing a little bit of, it's a bit more balanced. It's no longer playing big. You have a good balance of small ball and big ball.
Yes, we have more guards out there. And in this game, I think we're going to need our shooters to be able to shoot tonight and knock down those important shots.
I think we're going to be looking at Hill to possibly knock down a few threes, hopefully. If she's wide open, she's going to take those. And she has worked on that shot.
Yes, both her and Oliviana Wynn.
Some physical play right there by Aquarius Howard, but she gets fouled for the reach-in. That's the first foul of the game for either side. It goes to Huntsville. As Mays looks to inbound it again, does to one of the Maxey sisters, Trinity. Tries to bounce pass it to Ananda, but Wynn comes out of nowhere to push it out of bounds.
So far, they've been trying to pass the ball into number 2, Trinity Maxey.
Aaliyah Maxey on the team as well. Both Maxey twins, 1 and 2 twins. As Wynn nearly stole it. Maxey falls down, Wynn slips, but she picks it up. No foul called. She takes it herself to the hoop. And we got a pause in the action as Trinity Maxey is slow to get up. Hopefully she's okay. Mallory Pinner will check in, the sophomore guard, in her place. Smallwood will inbound it with 6:08 left. Huntsville still applying the pressure on that back court. That was a near carry a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. No call. Pinner. Stolen from behind. That was Wynn that poked it to the hands of Twine. Twine now moving up the court. Euro step outside to Jaslyn Hill. She can pop the three. She does, but it's on top of the backboard.
That was just a tough pass to get from Mahia Twine and set your feet and shoot.
Hill probably had to hurry too because there was a Lufkin Lady Pack defender right there quickly to cover that space. Low scoring to begin this game. That's going to be, what do the officials say? Is that she stepped out of bounds at 10 seconds? Yeah, it is 10 seconds. That felt quick, I'm not going to lie.
That was a quick 10 seconds.
Because what officials do is they put their forearm out as they count. I like to basically go with the Mississippi tactic. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Maybe not that fast, but I can count.
Feels more like a full second when it's that way.
Twine has the ball guarded by Pinner. Tries to go inside to Howard, and luckily not stolen there. Wynn backs off outside of Twine. Runner bounces off the rim, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Huntsville.
Twine just saw that pass to AQ just a little too late.
Howard with the inbound, bounce passes it under the hoop to Sweat. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound goes to Taylor for Lufkin. Pinner moving quickly to Mays, and she traveled. Substitution, Rye Willis will check in.
Hopefully the Lady Hornets can get something started right here.
Yeah, a little small ball this time. So a bit opposite how they started in this game. All 5 guards out there. Win to Sweat, and it gets the lucky bounce and in.
That was a good look by Mahia Twine.
And you'll see Sweat sometimes just camp around the blocks as there's a foul called. I believe they called it on Twine.
No foul in that situation. Mahia almost had it stolen, but stepped on the inline.
Okay. I was wondering why Lufkin was so enthusiastic, but I think that's just head coach Lamb. You know, just saying, hey, just got to inbound it cleanly. Of course, from our angle, the refs can block our viewpoint. Smallwood guarded by Sweat. Sweat tips it. It goes out of bounds right to us.
Sweat tripped on her feet right there.
Yeah. They're going to say it's going to be for Lufkin. I was like, wait a minute. That was very clearly off of Sweat last. But Sweat showing her defense right there. From what, if you ask people that watch this scene closely about Markia Sweat, as that's a travel call by Akira Smallwood, if you ask anybody that watches this team closely, they'll say that Markia Sweat is one thing, a team player.
Yes, Markia is a team player, and she's very good at playing defense, too.
Hill moving quickly, moves past 2 defenders inside to Sweat. Foul, shot doesn't go, and that'll be 2 free throws for Markia.
That was a good pass by Jaslyn Hill right there to the inside to Markia Sweat.
Jaslyn O'Neal checked in for Lufkin. Did not see that substitution, but she is out on the floor. Sweat's first free throw goes in. And this is one thing that Huntsville's have been having all sorts of trouble with in district play, putting those free throws down through the hoop.
Yes, those are very important.
Wow, it did a little dance, and it finds the bottom of the hoop. How about that? And that's another traveling violation on Lufkin.
Huntsville's really making Lufkin speed up their game, and it's causing a bunch of little penalties and travels for them.
Chelsea Butler checks in for Willis. Howard thought about going inside to Sweat, but finds Butler. Fadeaway won't go, but I believe that was sort of a pass to Sweat. Sweat saves it. Butler just a shot. Count it! And one. I don't know if that was a shot initially, like when she tried to get off the sweat, but I think she's trying to play it off like it was a pass.
I think she miscalculated where the hoop was.
Hey, at least she adjusted at the right time. Free throw, rolls off the rim. Rebound goes to Taylor. She wrestles it away from Sweat. Smallwood now at the court. Onaya Ledette set to check in on the next dead ball. Pinner inside to O'Neill. Runner won't go, missed everything. Rebound goes to Twine. Twine, a touchdown pass potentially to Hill. To Howard. Howard trying to make some room. Can't, steps back. The Butler inside the Twine. Just a little bit, just a little window, and somehow found her.
That was good ball movement by Lady Hornets right there.
12-0. And that's going to be a half-court violation. Wow. So Lufkin just turning the ball over, and I'll tell you what, Chloe, it's just like in the district opener back on January 5th. Lufkin turned the ball over, Huntsville capitalizing on it, and are out to a 12-0 lead.
That's the one thing you cannot do against the Lady Hornets is turn the ball over because they will capitalize on it.
Hill thought about the three, drives inside, back out to Twine. She'll try a three of her own, misses to the left. Wynn trying to get it, whistle, it goes out of bounds. It's gonna go to Lufkin. Butler has to tie her shoe. Still full court press, but O'Neill able to break it. Finds Pinner, Smallwood. She'll try a three ball, it won't go. Ledette just lets that go out of bounds in a smart play. You know, as a freshman, that's a really smart play because you see that ball and you're so tempted to go grab for it, but Ledette just lets it go. Hill, to Twine. Under 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Inside to Win on the right block. She loses it. It goes to the hands of Pinner. Pinner now making her move inside. She throws up a wild shot. Somehow almost made it. Taylor, rather, that's Williams the shot. She misses it. And what are they going to say here? It's going to be a foul called on Lufkin. It's going to be a push foul. Loose ball. Three team fouls now on Lufkin. Huntsville with only one, so they're playing a pretty clean game so far. Howard inside a Win, spin move, puts it up, and somehow goes in.
Oliviana Wynn has been very consistent with that spin move this season.
From our angle, it looked like she was directly underneath the basket, so you kind of have to like extend your arm a little bit and get that spin on the ball to be sure it carries to the hoop. Floater attempt by Pinner goes in, and finally Lufkin are on the board.
We're seeing a lot better ball movement from the Lady Hornets in the Porter game to beat this zone.
Going to be a foul on Lufkin. They're going to say it's on Akira Smallwood. That's going to be the fourth team foul for Lufkin, so one off from the bonus the Lady Hornets are, as Aaliyah Maxey checks in for Smallwood, who just committed the foul a few seconds ago. 97 seconds left in this first quarter. Ledette in the corner. That's a Hill driving inside, outside to Howard, but Howard can't handle the pass. It will go to Lufkin.
Hill had Butler wide open down below.
The only difference in this first quarter to last time out between these two teams, Lufkin didn't score in that first quarter, and then it's going to be in the traveling violation by Pinner. But yeah, turnovers, Lady Hornets go on in this big run, and the only difference is that Lufkin are able to find the scoring column in this quarter, in the first rather.
Pinner's just throwing up a bunch of crazy shots, trying to get fouled called, hoping one goes in.
Willis and Sweat checked in a moment ago. Hill Howard, whistle. It's going to be a 3-second violation on Huntsville. It's going to be a 5-second rather. Pinner. It's going to be another turnover for Lufkin.
The Lufkin Lady Pack have had a bunch of turnovers this first quarter.
I'm losing count.
Yes.
Mahia Twine checks in.
I think it's too many to count on two hands.
Twine to Ledette to Sweat. Sweat loses it. Ball on the ground. Willis able to recover it, and she gets fouled going up for the shot. Taylor Miles is the one that committed the foul. And with 48.3 seconds left in this first quarter, that puts the Lady Hornets in the bonus. First shot doesn't go. So far, the Lady Hornets are only 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. That's another empty trip for the Lady Hornets on the free throw line, something that's haunted them this season. And Lufkin able to make it go their way. 43.9 seconds left. Williams poked away by Twine.
The Lufkin Lady Pack cannot seem to break this full court press.
Williams with the inbound going quickly. She has Miles on the inside but loses it. Howard trying to get it outside the Pinner. Pinner, runner, won't go, too short, rebound by Willis. Twine moving quickly up the court. Howard. And Huntsville's just gonna hold for the last shot. Ten seconds, Howard about to make a move to Twine on the right wing. 5 seconds left, Twine has to find somebody, finds Howard. This is a very deep three, puts it in! Ho-ho! Nothing but net on that one as the clock winds down. What an emphatic way to end that first quarter, 17-2. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
And welcome back to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Aquarius Howard with a deep three, brought to you by our friends from AB Squared Self Storage. Wow, what an emphatic way to end that first quarter.
That was a very good shot by AQ. Very clutch.
And AQ doesn't normally shoot that shot, especially that far. But man, nothing but nylon on that one.
I'm good, sir.
And Head coach Ronnie Southern joining a little bit. You might have heard them.
Oh, that's my bad. I forgot my mic was on.
Hey, we always love it when the football head coach Ronnie Southern joins in a little bit.
And the best athletic director around.
Yeah. Leading the Huntsville Hornet football team to a fantastic season. Of course, our good friend Carlos knows a thing or two about that season. Stingham Hornets, as always, as we get ready to get back going in this game. Huntsville possessed the ball. Sweat loses it. stolen by O'Neill. And Lufkin go backwards on a weird set of events that just happened. I can't really describe it, but we continue on. Pinner hands it off to O'Neill. Wynn reaching in, trying to get it. Sweat reaching in as well. Wynn guarded by Pinner, and Wynn's going to get called for the foul.
The one thing we have seen from the Lufkin Lady Pack so far is they're a very scrappy team on
Oh,
both
yeah.
offense and defense.
Kira Smallwood will check in. Yep, she will check in. She'll come in for Taylor Miles. Pinner. And she just throws it off a Wynn. Gotta be careful because if the defender's ready for it, they can seal it away. And the ball goes out of bounds near us. Risky pass, it'll go to Huntsville. Howard, a senior, set to inbound to her fellow senior, Mahia Twine. Howard inside to Butler, finds her off the glass and in.
It's a good look by AQ right there.
And I think at this point for Butler, every bucket's gonna help her. Like we talked about before, she has been struggling, and as the Lufkin players slip, that's gonna be O'Neill that slipped, but she looks to be okay, thankfully. You never wanna see that. But thank goodness she's okay. Nonetheless, so that was traveling, so it'll go to Huntsville. Twine. Wynn to Butler, and she gets fouled on the inside by Smallwood, and Butler will go to the line to shoot two.
Chelsea Butler's already having a better game than her past 2 games.
Yeah, and she just needs a good game under her belt in order to gain that confidence back.
I think she just needed to see a few shots fall and get some of that confidence back, like you said.
But hey, the thing about Butler I like, she always just seems to have a smile on her face. She goes out there, she has a great time playing basketball. As she makes the first one, nothing but aisle on that one. When I talked to head coach LaToya Bennett about her, when volleyball was over with, as there's going to be a timeout called, we're going to stay right here. Folks, this game is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. No bull. Just good deals. And by AB Squared Self Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. Back here, 20-2, 6:50 left in this second quarter. What can you really? I mean, the second quarter's already pretty much the same as the first quarter. Huntsville just taking advantage of some mistakes by Lufkin, as Butler at the free throw line to go for her second one of this trip. Butler's first one, puts it in, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. That's Mays to Pinner, full court press. Up the court to O'Neill. O'Neill has Maxey inside, but opts not go outside to Pinner. Another wild runner doesn't go. Rebound somehow goes to Williams. Shot was blocked by Sweat, but she gets fouled on the inside.
Pinner has put up a bunch of running shots this game. In fact, I think that's all she's done, is put up running shots.
Foul's going to be on Olivia on a win. That's her second foul in this game. As Williams' first free throw bounces around and out, Jaslyn Hill will check in. And with that being her second foul, Wynn will head to the bench. Second one goes in. Huntsville on a quick 4-1 run to begin this second quarter. Look to build off of this run. Howard. Sweat. Misses Butler. Went through her hands, actually, right to the hands of Pinner.
Pass was just a little too hard for her to handle.
Hill guarding Mays. Mays floatered, won't go. Rebounded initially by Sweat, but it was poked out of bounds by Williams.
Lady Pack just can't seem to get anything started with the Huntsville Lady Hornets defense.
Sweat heads to the bench as Ledette checks in for Huntsville. That's Hill on the far side. And that tandem right there is going to be something to watch in the future for this Lady Hornets squad. 3-ball doesn't go. Pinner saves it straight to Twine's hands. Twine underneath the baseline, off the backboard, won't go. Rebound goes to O'Neill, but she's on the floor. They're just going to let the clock milk, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Lufkin.
Guys, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, me neither, man.
Just sit there and then no one's going for the ball.
And hey, that's kind of, just chew the clock. That's a good opportunity to chew the clock.
Yeah.
They just needed a little break, catch the breath.
The officials were talking about it for a little bit. I mean, O'Neill did not travel. She stayed there, did not move at all. But nonetheless, it goes to Lufkin anyway as Hill steals it from Mariah Mays. Up the court to Twine. Twine steps back outside of Howard, but it's stolen away by O'Neill. O'Neill against Hill. Runner won't go. Once again, Williams, though, with the offensive rebound and blocked away by Ledette. And that's Twine moving quickly. She has Ledette to her right if she wants it. Left hand won't go. Rebound goes to Butler off the backboard and in.
It's a good putback right there by Chelsea Butler.
20-point lead for these Lady Hornets. Stolen away by Ledette. A bit of a wild pass by Pinner. Twine goes against Maxey, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Ooh, that's an interesting call there.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that she led with the arm going in, and that's why they're going to call it offensive. I mean, I feel like that's something that could have gone either way, but if I'm Mahia Twine in that situation, kick it out.
She did have Butler behind her wide open, and Butler was running down right behind her straight to the basket. She would have had a wide open layup. But again, that's just something you can work on, as Twine almost stole it away. They're going to say it's going to Huntsville's way, actually.
This game's been a little scrappy so far.
Hey, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I like a scrappy game because a lot goes on.
Makes fun entertainment.
Oh, yeah. But you got to hand it to Lufkin. They're not backing down. But if they want to get back in this game, they have to clean up those mistakes. Twine along the baseline outside of Ledette. To Howard. Back to Twine. Full triangle right there. And she passes her way past two Lady Pack defenders and puts it in. Using her speed and quickness. That's Mays. Number 23 on number 23. And wow, I am surprised that was not a charge foul.
She led with the elbow too, I think.
I
armbar action.
I'd argue that was more egregious than the foul that was called on Twine. My goodness. And Hill double dribbles. I mean, you saw head coach Latoya Bennett's reaction and the bench reaction. They were not happy with that call as Chloe Lehman checks in for the first time tonight. Pinner up the court to Williams. Williams, and that one's going to be a charge indeed.
They made sure to call that one.
Clearly led with the elbow on that one.
24 was trying to use her size against AQ.
But if you know a thing or two about AQ, she doesn't back down. Even though you physically outmatch her, she doesn't matter. She's going to try to go after you any way she can. She'll try a jumper, misses. Rebound goes to Williams. Now Pinner now going up the court quickly. Pinner. It was off of, as you may have heard the official, was off of a Huntsville Lady Hornet player, goes out of bounds.
Lady Pack are just playing a messy game so far.
Ananda Taylor checks in. O'Neill to Mays. I didn't see a signal from the official, but usually that means it's going to stay with Lufkin, or the offense, rather. O'Neill to Maxey. It looked like she took a little bit of a shot pass there, if I may be honest there. Pinner misses the shot. She was looking for a foul. Ball going towards us, but Twine saves us from the impending doom. And there's a foul call.
Pinner's getting a little frustrated there.
I think she was looking for a foul call on that last offensive possession for Lufkin as she heads to the bench. Omaria Hobson checks in for Lufkin. Three minutes to go in this first half. Howard with the ball. Ledette, Howard to Twine. Twine tries to go inside the Sweat, somehow gets to her. Foul, shot doesn't go, but Sweat will go to the line to shoot two.
Lady Hornets aren't looking at the left side of the court. They had Chloe Lehman wide open.
Of course, a lot of these players are new under head coach Chloe Bennett, so it is probably going to take some time for them to figure out each other's preferences, where they like to be on the inside, as Sweat knocks down the first free throw.
Know their strengths and weaknesses and build that team chemistry.
I mean, you see that with any team, really, whenever there's a lot of new faces, in this case, a lot of freshmen. Sweat's second goes in. Perfect from the charity stripe this time around for Sweat, as Mays will now go up the court. Mays goes, and charge called. Howard once again drawing it. I think after that no call, I believe the officials got the idea, yeah, we need to start calling those.
That one call was pretty obvious that that was
yeah.
a charge.
Ledette, the Sweat. Tried to go to Lehman on the inside, but Mace intercepted it. Kind of a carry. Howard stole it, though. And it goes out of bounds. Off of Howard, right back to Lufkin, as Chelsea Butler is now set to check in. She'll come in for Chloe Lehman. Hobson will inbound it to Aaliyah Maxey. Almost stolen, and finally it's stolen, this time by Howard once again. Howard has Sweat to her left, but she outs to take it herself, and that was a smart move right there by the senior. And those 2-on-1 situations for the defender, as that pass goes way out of nowhere, out of bounds. But on those 2-on-1 situations, if you're the defender, it's best not to go either way. Just try to have a good medium in between those two players that are coming right after you. Substitutions. Jaslyn Hill comes in. Raya Willis also comes in for Huntsville. Two freshmen, one sophomore, two seniors. Three-pointer won't go.
We see Mariah Mays just trying to do it all for the Lady Pack.
And that's another wild pass turnover. Back to Huntsville.
They got to have like 15 turnovers at this point in the first half.
I think that's a little generous.
Yeah, maybe closer to 20.
I know that's tough.
Ledette to Hill. Hill to Butler. To Willis. Back to Willis. She almost didn't see that coming. Butler's shot won't go. Rebound goes to Willis. Hill working her way to Ledette. Ledette's three-pointer won't go. Rebound goes to Twine. She somehow stayed in bounds along the baseline. Kind of just doing a little tiptoe. Twine now going. Layup, shot, goes in. Count it.
That was a great screen right there by Chelsea Butler to give Mahia Twine the pass.
I think what's so dangerous, I think one thing I don't know if you saw that too, but when Twine drove on that left side, Hill was wide open on the outside too. As Twine misses the free throw, but Willis gets two more out of it. Hey, two's better than one.
Two is better than one.
I think that's what the math says. I could be wrong. I wasn't really good at math as Twine steals it.
I think Lufkin in that situation just didn't realize it was an and one.
30 seconds left. Lady Hornets will just hold off for the final shot. I think Nariah Johnson was about to check in, but I guess she just went straight to the bench and almost fell down. Oh, man. 15 seconds left. Twine. 10 seconds left. Twine making her move to Hill on the left wing. Hill to Twine. They have to put up a shot really quickly. They have 3 seconds. Long three. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds. But that is the end of the first half. 33-5. Lady Hornets on top of the Lady Pack. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the halftime show come your way on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Hey folks, Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. If you've been looking for a great deal, don't look any further than Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville. Come get a crew cab $1,500 truck and take up to $10,000 off the MSRP. We have Chevy Trax as low as $20,995. Do you want to go all electric? We have the all-new Bolt EV, Bolt EUV, and the Chevy Blazer. Do you need a heavy-duty truck? We've got 3/4 tons and 1 tons in stock ready for you to take home now. Some restrictions may apply, so hurry to Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville and take advantage of these great deals and great inventory, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown.
Back here in Paul Bowen Gym, 33-5, Huntsville Lady Hornets up on the Lufkin Lady Pack. 28-point deficit. Chloe, just pretty much what we saw last time out against these two teams.
Well, I wasn't there, Collin, but from what you've told me, just Lady Hornets just outplaying the Lufkin Lady Pack and just not being very clean, just having a bunch of turnovers.
The thing is, that performance was shocking in that district opener, mainly because of how good this Lufkin Lady Pack team has been in the past. But this season has just not been their season. And that happens sometimes to really great programs throughout all sports. I mean, for basketball, maybe the Celtics have a bad year, or for NFL football, let's say, I don't know, can't say the Patriots anymore because they suck, and and they lost Bill Belichick. But let's say football, let's say the Chiefs have a bad year. I mean, not really on that level if you catch my drift, but can't say the Yankees either because yuck. And but for this Huntsville Lady Hornets squad, they've shown throughout this whole season, not just in district play, but in non-district.
First off, Collin, by the way, Carlos Zimmermann here, by the way. Just got to throw that out there. Producer extraordinaire.
Okay.
Voice of the Bearcats. One thing we got to point out here is, like, I love that you bring up a baseball analogy when you have two Astros fans and a Ranger fan between us.
Go Rangers, we won the World Series.
Yeah. You can hold that over us for a good while, but you make a valid point. Lufkin's just playing sloppy basketball, and I think it's more of a testament to that. That is a very young team that's being rolled out there. They don't have their sharpshooter they had a year ago. I can't remember her name for the life of me. But they obviously just don't have the chemistry where they need to be right now. But give it about a couple of years, they should be a formidable foe. Now, granted, here in about a week or so, we're going to know the realignment for next year. So we'll see if Huntsville and Lufkin remain district mates, and this rivalry will continue.
Yeah.
But you look at the scoreboard right now, Chloe, the scoreboard doesn't reflect the rivalry.
No, not at all. And if I remember correctly, last year we did not see some of these players on varsity.
No.
I mean, I remember the Maxey twins. I remember Mallory Pinner, and Pinner's their sharpshooter. So what I don't really get is why they're making her drive inside, whether it's a thing that the team has them planned, or if it's just a thing with the player just going rogue against the game plan and going inside. Because you pointed it out, Chloe, a lot of wild running shots.
She's just throwing anything up there. No plan on what she's going to do when she attacks. Just trying to get anything that she can up. And Prague falls in the hoop.
Carlos, what have you seen so far?
You know, I mean, I know I've been bouncing around quite a bit just trying to make sure everything's good on the broadcast, but what I've just seen just from looking up is just Lufkin settling for shots, and the Lady Hornets are making them pay with the talent that they have. We saw a couple of incredible moves underneath the basket here by one of the smaller players on the court, Mahea Twine. But that's just the kind of player she is. She's been like that since my first year of calling Lady Hornet basketball back in 2021. She's always been like that from a freshman now as a senior. But I love the versatile play of Chelsea Butler in this ball game. Chloe made a good point earlier in the second quarter. Chelsea's had a couple of tough games against I believe Dayton and Porter. So this is a good bounce back game for her. Hope to see her keep that up. If you want any keys to the second half for the Lady Hornets, keep doing what you're doing. You're in a great spot. You're not fouling. You're being very disciplined. And if they keep that up, they're going to cruise to a 6-0. And in district play in Collin, we can start teasing the idea of locking up a district title here pretty soon.
Yeah, of course we gotta be technical about everything. We can't just say, oh, look at this. They're well on their way to district title, because there's always all those intangibles. But
right.
Chloe, you wanted to say something?
Well, I was going to go off what Carlos said. You know, the keys to the second half is doing what they're doing, but I also do think they need to look at the full court at offense and not just one side of the court. But other than that, they're doing great. Lady Hornets are doing great so far.
And I think we're also going to see a lot more of the freshmen in the second half. That'll do it for the halftime show. Huntsville Lady Hornets, Lufkin Lady Pack, looking to get back underway as the second half is about to creep on in. Score still 33-5. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
And we are back. Halftime about to wrap up. Third quarter about to get back underway. And I think we to touch on this a little bit more. I said that we'll see more of the freshmen potentially. And you said we might see Nariah Johnson. We might see more Chloe Lehman. Ledette, Willis. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they went with the lineup like this at some point. You could probably have Wynn, Willis, Ledette, Lehman, and Nariah Johnson out there. Something like that if you want if you want your potential starting five in the future once the four seniors are gone in Sweat, Twine, Howard, and Butler, that could be a potential starting five in the future.
I don't know if Coach LaToya Bennett will put them all on the court at the same time just yet, but hopefully we see more of them together starting to build that chemistry up later in the game.
Well, the original starting five starts out for the Lady Hornets, and we are underway. Howard, Sweat, Butler, Wynn, and Twine on the floor. For the Lady Hornets, Taylor, Smallwood, the Maxey Twins, and Mays on the floor for the Lufkin Lady Pack. Stolen away by Smallwood, moving quickly. She almost lost it, and Howard gathers it. Has Twine up the court, does. Wide open lane, off the glass and in.
Lady Pack just got to be better at handling the ball down the court.
Maxey up the court, floater, won't go off the back iron, rebounded by Wynn. That's Twine, guarded by Mays. Up the court to Howard, inside the Wynn. Some good ball movement by the Lady Hornets. Butler to Sweat, off the glass, and in once again.
That's the key to breaking the Lady Pack's zone defense. It's really great ball movement by Lady Hornets.
Mays moving quickly. Poked away by Butler. She tried to go inside to Aaliyah Maxey. But Butler just got there in time.
That was still a good look by Aaliyah Mays, but like you said, Butler did just get there in time. Was able to tip it away.
Smallwood has to hurry, inbounds it to Mays. Maxey to Maxey. Poked by Butler. It goes out of bounds.
EQ said, my bad, I didn't realize he tipped it.
Mays blocked by Butler. Mays gathers it, though. Lost it. She'll try a wild three-pointer off the backboard and off the extension that holds the backboard. Goes to Huntsville.
Mays just settled for that shot right there. She had time to pass it back out and reset the play.
I mean, head coach LaToya Bennett talked about her a little bit in pregame, and whenever I had a chance to talk to her right before the game started. They're going to focus on her, and they've had so far. Smallwood pokes it away. Smallwood had her foot just barely still out of bounds as she touched it again. So go back to Huntsville. Huntsville has to be careful, though, not to get sloppy on their own end, even though they have this large lead. That was one problem I would point out from that last time out against these two teams. They let the scoreboard get to their heads.
Well, and they also just can't play down to the Lady Pack's level. They got to keep playing their game, like I've said before.
And
that's the most important part.
And Wynn throws it out of bounds as she tried to find Butler on the inside. Jaslyn Hill now set to check in. She comes in for Markia Sweat. Smallwood falls down. They're going to say a foul is called on Twine. For Twine, that'll be her second foul. of the game.
That was just kind of an unnecessary foul right there. Should have used her speed to get in front of her instead of run with her.
I mean, Twine is very quick. Sometimes it's kind of hard to control your momentum when you're that fast, but she makes up for it by stealing it away and cashing it in to the bank. And that ball poked away by Twine stays with Lufkin, and it hit the cameraman, I think.
It's Brock over there.
Hopefully we can see the Lady Hornets keep this run going to give Mahia Twine and their other starters a break to rest up for the next game against K Park.
Mays throws it off of Wynn. That sounded like it hurt. Lufkin with some good movement. Smallwood puts it up and won't go. And it's going to be a foul. Let's see who it's going to be on. It's going to be on Wynn. For Wynn, that's her third foul. Smallwood up the court to Trinity Maxey. Mallory Pinner set the check in for Lufkin. Mays. Wild shot again, it won't go, but Smallwood rebounds it, but rebound goes to Win on the miss. Howard to Twine, off the glass and in.
Lady Hornets have had really good ball movement in this game.
Especially on that transition. And Maxey falls down. No foul call. He'll go to Huntsville.
How many times are you going to grab the ball tonight, Collin?
I mean, it's hard. It's kind of tempting to just like go out there and just, take on everyone. I think I could take on.
I've seen you shoot at Johnson Coliseum. It's nothing to be seen.
It's actually a pretty good jump shot. Thank you very much.
They might prefer to see me over you, though.
Traveling violation on Raya Willis. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's my broadcast partner, Chloe Sanders, ladies and gentlemen, in her first and now her last. I'm just kidding. Carlos just don't want to admit that I will beat him one-on-one every time. Pinner with the three, won't go.
I'm not denying that.
At least you're honest. Jaslyn Hill. Cross court to Howard. Thought about the three, steps up inside of Butler. Butler, a bit of a hook shot. It'll go in.
That's the difference between the Lady Hornets and the Lady Pack. AQ had a wide open three, but instead she pump fake, dribbled to the side, and gave it to Butler for the high percentage shot.
Hey, I'd argue that a good pump fake, and that's going to be a half-court violation.
There's a little hook shot right there, looking like Suleiman Doumbia out there.
But as I was saying, Chloe, as Onaya Ledette checks in for Aquarius Howard, I would argue that a good pump fake is almost as good as a good crossover. That's my usual move when it comes to the rec anyway.
Is that the only move you know?
I mean, I could do a bit of like a behind the back. I can kind of dribble in between the legs. I'm not that confident. You have to do it while I'm in ISO. But ISO's not really something I'm in a lot. Jump shot by Butler goes in. And Butler with 4 straight points.
Butler's having a great bounce back game from the previous 2.
Williams, Butler pokes it away.
I want to chime in real quick. I love that presence on the floor by Butler, knowing that she knew someone was behind her, and they still covered for her.
Mays with the 3, doesn't go. Rebounded by Twine. 45-5, a 40-point game. Twine up to Butler, but the pass was too strong. May have been too wide as well. He'll go back to Lufkin. I think camera guy Brock has been in danger 2 times already.
Being a cameraman can be a dangerous job sometimes.
Mays floater won't go. Rebound goes to Twine once again. Twine bounce passes it to Hill. Nice look and nice hoop.
It's a great pass by Mejia Twine to Jaslyn Hill, and way to go for Jaslyn to finish that basket.
Pinner. 2:53 left in this third quarter. Pinner to Mays. Mays blocked by Butler. O'Neill with the three, won't go, and Butler wisely lets that go out of bounds. And Chloe Lehman will check in for believe this is her first time coming in this second half. In this second half. It's her second time overall. Twine. Runner doesn't go. Rebound by O'Neill. Up the court to Smallwood. Almost a carry. Travel right there. So you got Hill, Adet, Willis, Twine, and Lehman out there. So you have one senior on the floor right now. All the rest are underclassmen. Lehman, three ball, won't go. I like the confidence. Up the court now, Smallwood is. Guarded by three Lady Hornets. Foul will be called on Ledette on that one. Smallwood will go to the line to shoot two.
It's nice to see a young group of Lady Hornets out there.
Taylor Miles will be set to check in for Lufkin. Aquarius Howard will check in for Huntsville. For the Lady Hornets, that's their third foul. I think that screeching worked. I don't know if y'all heard it over the air, but that kind of hurt my ears a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
That was pretty loud.
I wonder who that was. Was that Paige Holland up there? There's no way that was her.
It's probably coming again. Smallwood up, and it won't go, so crowd helped out on that one as Hill's now up the court. Howard. Hill thought about the three, but opts not to take it. Howard directing traffic to Hill. To Lehman against Miles. Some nice pivot movement, almost a wild pass, but Hill saves it inside of Willis, but the ball stolen away by Pinner. And she throws it off of Lehman's leg. It'll go to Lufkin. .120 left in this third quarter. Man, this third quarter is really dragged on, if I may say so myself. Just now realized it was only 120 left. Pinner's shot won't go. She tips it out of bounds off of Willis's hand. It'll go to Huntsville.
It's another wild shot by Pinner right there.
I honestly just don't get it a little bit because I've seen the film. Pinner can shoot the three ball pretty well.
Lady Hornets just have really good defense. She can't get anything off with it.
I think what happens is that Lady Pack probably panic when they see the Lady Hornets step up. Seems like that man-to-man defense has so far worked. Obviously with just 5 points on the board for the Lady Pack. Inside, it was off of a Lady Pack last, so it'll stay with Huntsville with 44.6 left. Hill, driving along the baseline, puts up the shot, won't go, rebounded by Smallwood. Pinner across the timeline. Three ball, puts it in, and as soon as I say something about Pinner being able to shoot threes, she puts one in.
Maybe she just has to shoot from behind the arc to make something go in.
47-8, 15 seconds left in this third quarter. Still got 8 more minutes to go. Here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 6 seconds to Ledette. She'll try a three ball, puts it in! Nothing but nylon on that one. And as the buzzer sounds, thanks to Ledette's three-pointer, brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage, Huntsville hit the 50-point mark, 50-8, as the third quarter ends. We'll be right back. We still got 8 more minutes of Texas high school girls basketball here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get back underway. But, folks, before we do that, just want to remind you that this season of Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball is presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. Lufkin will have the ball to begin this fourth quarter. Wynn, Howard, Twine, Sweat, Butler on the floor for the Lady Hornets. So the original starting five coming out there. Going out there, I should say. Pinner, O'Neill, Miles, Smallwood, and Williams on the floor for Lufkin as well. Put away by Williams. She falls on Wynn. Hopefully Wynn's okay. What are they going to say? It's going to be a foul on Wynn, I think they said. It is going to be a foul on Wynn, so that's going to be her fourth foul. And Hill will check in for Wynn.
Wynn's been in foul trouble all game.
Smallwood, Pinner, three-pointer, trying for a second one, doesn't go too far to the right. Miles, though, with the second chance points for Lufkin. And Lufkin, finally, in this fourth quarter, have broken double digits. You know, Chloe, with all these accolades in the way for this team, you know, as we talked about, as the ball is stolen away by Smallwood, you know, being second in 5A in the greater Houston area, being top 25 overall in the 5A Texas High School girls basketball standings off of Max Preps, as it's blocked by Butler. Shot goes down and one for Smallwood. And as Smallwood's getting ready for her to complete the three-point play, Lady Hornets have to find a way mentally on their own end to shut out those accolades, because you don't want that to get in your heads, because it can create high expectations.
Not only high expectations, but make you a little nervous. Like, I don't want to lose that spot. You know, it's kind of like I don't know how to put it, but it's a cool thing. It's a big thing to be that high.
Smallwood gets her own miss and turns it into a 4-point play. But yeah, I mean, and head coach Latoya Bennett and her squad deserve it. They deserve those accolades. Look how hard that look at how head coach Latoya Bennett has built this squad to get where they are today. When she started 5 years ago, as Hill has the ball, cross court to Howard, and the Lady Hornets probably just going to pass it around and let the clock run out.
Well, you know, going back to what you were saying earlier about the squad that head coach Latoya Bennett has built, not only her, but this whole coaching staff gives up hours of their night that they could be at home spending time with their family to better these players, not just in the sport, but as people.
Pinner passes it straight to Sweat. Up the court to Twine. Twine with the left hand puts it in. And some bit of jibber jabber, some trash talk between Twine and O'Neill, it looks like.
Twine was having some trash talk with Pinner earlier, too.
I think they just issued warnings on that one to both benches.
Ledette and Wynn check in for Twine and Butler. And that's something you don't really see often is the officials giving out warnings. They will sometimes just give you the tee right off the bat. Foul's called on Howard. It'll stay with Lufkin. That's Howard's second personal. That's the Lady Hornets' third team foul. So far in this game, they've been playing relatively clean. Whistle. There's going to be a timeout called by Lufkin, it seems. And indeed is. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Hey, folks, with the second half of district play starting up, still more Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball coming your way this season as they take on the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers this Friday as they go all the way down south on I-45 to take on the Lady Panthers. Pre-game set for 5:40 p.m. with tip-off set at 6 p.m. live right here on the home of the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel.
Collin, I might hop on the call with you for that one. Should be a fun one down in K Park.
Of course, as the record shows, Lady Hornets taking that victory last time out against Kingwood Park in their first home game. And your first broadcast, Chloe.
Yeah, I was a little nervous for that one, but it was fun. I had a bunch of fun. Continue to have fun. I really appreciate this opportunity that y'all have given me.
Foul was committed by Marquia Sweat. Smallwood will go back to the line. So far, she has not hit one free throw. First one. As soon as I say something.
It's always when you say
Collin,
something.
you got to stop.
Hey, I'm looking to text my luck out tonight, all right? She hits them both as soon as I say something.
Broadcaster James.
Yes, it is indeed. Howard Hill, the Sweat. The Howard poked away by Smallwood, and Smallwood gathers it. Smallwood up the court. Almost travels, puts in the shot, though. That may or may not have been a travel, but either way, that's 2 points.
She traveled a little bit. Just a little bit.
I mean, if we're being for real here a little bit, it's a 35-point game. I don't think the officials are going to be that too nitpicky. That's going to be a timeout called by head coach Latoya Bennett. Don't know if that was a 60-second or 30-second timeout, but that won't stop us from telling you that you can keep up to date with all things regarding your hometown radio station on social media. Follow us on Facebook and X at KSAM-1017 for all the latest in Huntsville and Walker County. Do you still say X or Twitter?
I still say Twitter. I don't like X. I don't like saying X. It doesn't feel right.
I still say Twitter at times. I still say tweet, not post. Like, it's not Facebook.
It's not
and
Instagram.
It's no longer a retweet. It's a repost as well.
I still say retweet, like RT.
But, hey, once again, follow us at KSAM-1017.
Want to let you know, folks, quick programming update. Huntsville Hornet boys basketball is not yet underway yet as junior varsity is still ongoing. But as soon as we come off the air here, flip on over to the second half of our Hornet Hardwood doubleheader. Luke Scott has the call in Lufkin.
Big matchup for the boys as Sweat is fouled underneath by O'Neill. Are they going to say that's a shot foul? It is indeed going to be not a shot foul. I saw Sweat go to the line. I'm like, okay, sure. But nope. Hill will inbound it to Twine. Almost throws it right towards us. Crossover. Gets past Miles. High off the glass.
It's a good move right there by Mahia Twine.
I think that's her specialty, is just being able to cut right under defenders.
Oh, yeah.
That was all. That probably should have been called. But no call. Screen set by Taylor to Pinner, but it was off of a Lady Hornet last.
You know, Collin, going back to that last play Mahia Twine just made, if you let her get to her left side, she's going to make almost everything. She is very good from her left side.
Willis and Howard check in for Sweat and Hill. Ball goes out of bounds, still stays with Lufkin. Pinner inbounds it, but it goes right through the hands of Smallwood to Ledette. Ledette, nobody around her, puts it in easily.
Those are the toughest layups, those fast break layups wide open.
Don't forget, folks, coming up on the Bill Fick Ford post-game wrap-up, we'll have Chelsea Butler join us alongside head coach LaToya Bennett. Pinner trying for a second three, it won't go. Rebound goes to O'Neill, rolls it in and out. That was halfway down the rim. Some bodies on the floor, whistle. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Lady Hornets. Under 4 minutes left. Twine thought about the three, but opts not to take it. That's Howard. Butler set to check in on the next that ball. Twine for three, won't go. O'Neill to Pinner. Some aggressive defense by Twine. Willis there on the double team. Try to throw it off their legs to go out of bounds, but Howard is there to Twine. Right hand goes in. O'Neill right in front of us. Back to Pinner to Smallwood. Double team's already there. Pinner gets it though. To her left side, runner floater won't go. Gets her own miss for a moment, and it's gonna be a foul. I think I heard the official say white, so it might be on. Yes, it's gonna be on. Actually, no, it's gonna be on Lufkin. Foul's gonna be on Pinner.
That's the right call there. A little push there while trying to fight for the basketball. Good draw there by Ledette.
You know, Collin, you keep talking about these double teams. Coach Bennett loves to see a good trap in the corner. She loves to trap them right there in the corner. They work on it a lot in practice.
You're basically there's two ways you can go to out of bounds, basically. You step one way, you're a backcourt. You step one way, you're out of bounds. So if they, especially in the playoffs, if they can get some traps like that, they could have a deep run. Ledette with the three, won't go. Pinner throws it off at Twine, it'll go out of bounds.
And we've lost the boards.
Nice. So a little bit of a delay now.
Well, this is awkward.
Yep. Oh, we're back.
This actually happens quite often.
I mean, these are new boards, so they kind of have to just figure out a way, technical-wise, you know. It's basically like trying to ride a bicycle. It's new to you. Just got to learn how to ride it and fix it when it's broken. Twine from the pass, left hand, goes in. That just looks so easy. I mean, Twine makes it look so easy. I mean, I say that as a right-hander. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with Lufkin.
Well, you know, personally, being able to be so accurate on the left side, it's just harder to guard. You see so many right-handed players, and when you get a lefty, they're just harder to guard.
Tough shot by Akira Smallwood. Lufkin hits the 20-point mark. And there's Nariah Johnson wearing number 3. She just checked in not too long ago. And that's Howard with the ball. Win travels.
We haven't seen Oliviana Wynn have her best game.
I mean, she has 4 fouls and a lot of traveling violations. I believe that's her 3rd one on the night. Pinner trying to get the Smallwood, but Wynn almost stole it. Jump ball. Or is that going to be a foul? It's actually going to be a timeout called by Lufkin. Be a full timeout. Of course, we keep it right here. Carlos, you've been with us here on the action. You chimed in from here on out, but just want to give you the spotlight right now. What have you seen so far?
I mean, just an all around, just an incredible game by the Lady Hornets. I just did get a nugget from our friend at the Huntsville Item, Colton Foster.
I believe I just got the same one too.
Yep, first sweep of the Lufkin Lady Pack since 2021. The last 2 years, the Lady Hornets had not been able to sweep Lufkin, although, of course, those losses coming at Lufkin. But this is a massive win for the Lady Hornets, being able to sweep an opponent that's had your number at their place the last 2 years, but now you're able to come up with a big sweep, and that's a testament to what LaToya Bennett and her staff have done with this team.
Of course, we always thank our good man Colton Foster from the Huntsville Item.
We love Colton.
Pinner will now inbound it to Smallwood, tipped away by Oliviana Wynn. You know, despite having those 4 fouls, she's still being aggressive.
That's a hard thing to do, too, is be aggressive without getting that last final foul, I mean.
Chloe Lehman checks in for Chelsea Butler. Miles receives the inbounds on the right block. Rebounded by Smallwood, and she gets fouled. Believe that's going to be on Lehman, I think.
Yeah, that's on Lehman.
Yeah. And Taylor Miles is a bit shaken up, so she'll head to the bench. Williams will check in for Lufkin. Smallwood misses the first one off the left side. You know, one thing to add on, Chloe, it's been storming out there. And I'm not going to lie, as Smallwood makes the second one, Huntsville still turned out a decent crowd. Lufkin also traveled pretty well, right as they're sitting right behind us. A lot of the students have already veered off, as I'm pretty sure they already know what the result is. I don't know if some of them got kicked out because they knocked down a pallet up there.
No,
so
remember, it is a school night.
Yep, it is indeed a school night. But good crowd nonetheless, despite this weather.
This weather has been horrible the past few days.
And Twine just wipes the floor with her hand to Nariah Johnson. It won't go. It's going to go out of bounds off of Johnson last and go to Lufkin. Jaslyn Hill will check in. She'll come in for Mejia. And Raya Willis will check in for Aquarius Howard.
This fourth quarter has also felt very long, too.
I think it's more or less what the score is that's making it feel long. As Wynn intercepts it, saves it to Willis. And did they just call that a half-court violation? No way.
Yeah, they did.
No way. That can't be a half-court violation. You got to have clear, clean possession. And they corrected that call.
Yep, up referee changed the call, so that's good stuff right there.
That was a good save by Oliviana Wynn right there.
Ayana Green checks in for the first time tonight for the Lady Hornets.
Got a very young team out on the court right now.
Yep. No upperclassmen whatsoever.
You're looking at the future.
3 sophomores and 2 freshmen.
Hill bounce passes it to Lehman, and it's ripped away. Willis will just let it go out of bounds. It'll stay with Huntsville. Nariah Johnson will check in for Jaslyn Hill. So you got, let's see, you got 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores on the floor right now. Hobson will check in for Lufkin.
That's what you'll see next year on the court, though.
Wynn to Willis with 50 seconds left. Johnson to Wynn. 40 seconds left. Green, the Wynn, drives inside. Runner off the glass, won't go. She gets her own miss, though. She'll try a corner 3, won't go. Greeno with the rebound to win. Some good hustle right there. Up the court to Chloe. Lehman for the three. Won't go. Foul underneath. It's gonna be Huntsville ball. It was a loose ball foul.
Oh, if she nailed that, I'm running out of the building.
I would love to see Chloe hit a three.
I mean, she's still got 22 seconds left to do it.
She's still got a few more games to do it, too.
We need to see Butler hit a three, too.
Yes.
Win to Lehman to Johnson. Johnson driving in. Johnson to Win. Win loses it for a moment, but gathers and resets. Bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson to Lehman. Lehman off the glass. It won't go. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor throws it out of bounds. Still 5.7 seconds left.
You know, Collin, I did see Chelsea Butler earlier today, and I did tell her I would like to see her hit a three this game.
Okay. I mean, she unfortunately wasn't able to do it, but I think we'll see it next time.
Hopefully. Hopefully next game.
Win, 4 seconds. Johnson, this will be a two. Off the glass, won't go. But the buzzer sounds, and the Huntsville Lady Hornets come out victorious once again. And for the first time since 2021, they sweep the Lufkin Lady Pack in district play, 60-21. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back for the Bill Fick 4 post-game wrap-up. Chelsea Butler and head coach Chloe Bennett will join us. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Lady Hornets victorious.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, ksam1017.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Hey folks, Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. If you've been looking for a great deal, don't look any further than Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville. Come get a crew cab $1,500 truck and take up to $10,000 off the MSRP. We have Chevy Trax as low as $20,995. Do you want to go all electric? We have the all-new Bolt EV, Bolt EUV, and the Chevy Blazer. Do you need a heavy-duty truck? We've got 3/4 tons and 1 tons in stock ready for you to take home now. Some restrictions may apply, so hurry to Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville and take advantage of these great deals and great inventory, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown.
Back here on the sidelines of Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas, inside Huntsville High School. Final score once again, 60-21, Lady Hornets over the Lufkin Lady Pack. Collin, Neill once again alongside Chloe Sanders, and joining us on the sidelines is the senior forward, Chelsea Butler. There, see, I told you I was going to be more emphatic on your name. Well, Chelsea, I don't know if you know this, but first time y'all swept the Lufkin in district play since 2021. So just your thoughts on that and just your thoughts on the win here tonight.
Playing against Lufkin in both sports has been challenging, I think, all 3 years I've been here. And since the coach for Lufkin is a Huntsville Hornet, it kind of gives it this, like, more of like an edge to the game. And I think it's very exciting to know. I think we beat them by 39 last time, too, right?
Yes.
So we beat them by 39 2 times in a row, which is that 39?
Yes, it is 39.
Okay, yeah.
Not a math person either, I reckon.
No.
I thought it was 49.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, Chelsea, it has been a rough past few weeks for you. I know you haven't been performing where you want to be, but one thing I will say, every time I see you go out there and play, you still have a smile on your face. You go out there and have a good time playing basketball. But you had a bit of a bounce-back game here tonight. You were getting on the inside, receiving those passes, getting to the free throw line and shooting those free throws, making most of them. Just what's it mean to you to, try to get past those sort of performances and have a bit of a bounce back and then heading towards the second half of district play?
I think it was a lack of confidence. I feel as if sometimes, like, the post, like we work kind of hard, but, like, the teams that play us, like, they like to double, triple, and so it's harder for the guards to try to, like, give us the ball. And so these past couple practices, it's been, like, working on, like, post, receiving the ball, and I think that's helped a lot with my confidence. And going into the game, I kind of played, I was like, this is the last second round of district I have in a competitive sport. And so I was just like, you got to play, but you got to play, like, carefree but fun with a drive to win. So that was my goal.
I believe Chloe had a question for you.
Yeah, what happened to that 3 that you said you were going to shoot earlier in the day?
Actually, I was open on the 3, but I decided to take one for the team and pass it.
That's a high percentage, the higher percentage shot.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Talk about that. I mean, we've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot in my 1.5 years being here. Y'all pass up the wide open 3 for the great shot underneath the basket. Just talk about what that kind of game plan is like.
Because I feel like we're not a big shooting team. I feel like we are drive, transition. I mean, when Chloe played, she was our shot. And now that she's, moving on to other things, she's not there for that. But we have some other people that like to step up to the plate. But we're transition, drive, just shooting's not really our game.
All right, Chelsea, before I let you go, anybody you want to shout out to?
The Sam Houston volleyball team.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Coach Gray might be tuning in. If so, hey, coaches.
Eat 'em up, Cats.
Eat 'em up, Cats.
All right. Well, hey, Chelsea, thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, joining us is head coach LaToya Bennett.
Stuff going around.
Thank you, Carlos, for the quick cleanup right there. Coach, just your thoughts on the win tonight. First time sweeping Lufkin in district play since 2021.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, it was a good one tonight. I was impressed with the way the girls came out the first 2 quarters and set the tone. A big deficit, and also letting them know that we came to handle business tonight. I saw a lot of great things just from our young kids. Like I said, defensively, they were going to come in and do their job. And I thought Chelsea and Mahaya Twine tonight collectively both had a good game. And that's been something that has been kind of a imbalance for us. It's been hard to get them both to be in sync on the same night. So hopefully this second round of district is really going to round that out for us.
And one thing that y'all were able to do really well was dissect that zone that Lufkin was putting on. And with that great passing and passing up the wide open 3, going inside to take the great shot, which is, the shot off the glass, layup, or whatsoever. Just your thoughts on how well the team executed tonight when it came to breaking that Lufkin zone.
Well, I would say over the last 3 or 4 years, Stephon Curry ball has really became a big thing. So teams like to shoot the 3 ball. And then they like to go back and play zone defense, you know. And with us being more of a run and gun team and more athletic around the rim, we really have to practice a lot versus the zone because they're clogging up the paint, making it hard for a team like us that scores more inside, you know, as opposed to outside. So the last 2 weeks, we've really been working against different zone sets, the 2-3 zone, the 1-3-1, and the 3-2 zone, which we're going to see a lot as we move down the, you know, down the stretch in district and in playoffs.
So you're not. So you blame Stephen Curry for this generations of, you know.
Well, I'm a big basketball fan, so I could go back and blame Ray Allen, but it really didn't. It really didn't start popping off until Steph Curry and the Warriors started hitting the way that they did.
I got you.
The Splash Brothers.
Splash Brothers.
Chloe?
I will say y'all had really great ball movement tonight, which led to a lot of easy baskets on the inside.
Okay. I'm going to give my assistant coaches their kudos. They've done a great job of coming into practice with some great drills to get us opportunities to be able to score around the perimeter as well as on the inside. Chloe, you know this just from being a part of Lady Hornet basketball. Last year we might have had one kid, maybe two, who could shoot the three, but now getting those opportunities to be able to score inside and out, I mean, it's helping us push the score up a lot more and also getting other people involved.
All right, Coach, before I let you go, any final thoughts before y'all hit the road against Kingwood Park on Friday?
Oh, we got to work hard at Kingwood Park. They're going to come in. Last time they were here, they gave us a little run in the first quarter. They were 9-0, you know, right out the gate. So we got to come in and buckle down and be ready to go to work.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time as always.
Thank you.
All right, Chloe, before we sign off, any final thoughts?
I wish them the best of luck at Kingwood Park, and I hope they just do what they continue to do is win, give pressure to the teams, and you know, just have a blowout win and continue to move forward and look forward to playoffs.
Carlos?
Yeah, no, this is a good win for the Lady Hornets and great way to be able to kick off second half of district play. But the job's not done. There are 4 games left, and I know there's clinching scenarios that are going to be starting to talk about, but we'll see what happens. This is a Lady Hornet squad trying to be undefeated in district for the first time since 2021, the last time they swept Lufkin. So maybe that's a good omen. We'll see what happens.
From experience, playing at Lufkin is a hard environment to play in.
Absolutely, but they did well in the season in the district opener, and now they get the key in winning in district. You got to win on the road. You have to win on the road, and the Lady Hornets have done that so far. K Park, sometimes a tough place to play. I've been there during volleyball season, and I've been there during basketball season. They love to pack the place out. The weather is actually going to be decent on Friday, thank goodness, because the weather right now is not great. I'm not looking forward to walking out of here and getting drenched because I don't have an umbrella. But either way, Lady Hornets, big win tonight, and I think it's going to carry into Friday for sure. And Collin, I'll be glad to be on the call with you on Friday.
Well, happy for you to join me this Friday. And now wrap up the Bific Ford post-game wrap-up. Folks, tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornets, Lady Hornets basketball on the Hornet Nation broadcast network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or account of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. For our executive producer, Jordan Smith, Houston Hardcastle, our cameraman, Carlos Zimmermann, our rules analyst and engineer, for Chloe Sanders, our color commentator, I'm Collin Neill saying so long for now. As always, sting 'em Hornets. God bless. And stay safe out there and stay dry. It is very bad weather right now.
Over to you, Luke, in Lufkin.
And yeah, tune into Huntsville boys basketball. They're taking on Lufkin at Lufkin. Luke Scott on the call.